What is one thing you will never, ever do? Eat the box that my pizza came in. But that's the best part. What if the box is made of pizza? Combine frog and dinosaur DNA to create a theme park. Also combine pig and elephant DNA, it just won't splice. Give birth. Wish my mom had made the same decision. Download a car. You wouldn't kill a police officer. Then steal his helmet. And then go to the toilet in his helmet. Then mail it to his grieving widow. And then steal it again. Run for office. The country needs you. Anyone who is capable of getting themselves made president should on no account be allowed to do the job. Douglas Adams. Welcome, Prince, said Aslan. Do you feel yourself sufficient to take up the kingship of Narnia? I don't think I do, sir, said Caspian. I am only a kid. Good, said Aslan. If you had felt yourself sufficient, it would have been proof that you were not. C.S. Lewis. There is a tragic flaw in our precious Constitution, and I don't know what can be done to fix it. This is it, only nutcases want to be president. Kurt Vonnegut. Perhaps those who are best suited to power are those who have never sought it. J.K. Rowling. I done want it. Jon Snow. Crack. Crack is whack. Purposely break a Lego set. A psychological horror I could never bring myself to do. Lamau. I did that when I was like 11. My mom pissed me off, so I went to my room, grabbed my Lego Star Wars Gungan sub and just dropped it on the floor, and it never got put back together. I still regret it. Never tore one apart myself. Built a Lego city and watched my older brother and dad get into a fight as a kid. They Godzilla'd my Lego city. Heroin. I was on morphine after an operation and hated it. I have negative desire to try heroin. I was given morphine at the hospital to relieve stomach ulcer pain, and the feeling was so good that I understood how people get hooked on opiates. I never tried it again, because I knew I'd get hooked. I was given 4 morphine for appendicitis pain. It barely did anything for me in terms of reduction of pain, just felt sleepy. But a week later I went back BC of complications, and this time was given Dilaudid for the pain. I felt like I was floating on a cloud, and I distinctly remember thinking, oh, no, I feel way too good right now. I would never try it recreationally, ever, for the same reason as you. I wasn't so lucky. Surgery on jaw and nose. Got sent home with a script after being on morphine and Dilaudid at the hospital. Once my script ran out after a couple weeks, I felt weird. Turns out I was withdrawing. That turned into a heroin addiction for 6 years. 2.5 years clean now though. Congrats on your sobriety, friend. Smile. Drink and drive. Option 1. Lick a pubey public toilet. But do you have your urinal cake and eat it too? Only if the rock candy is fresh. Swim over a trench. Even thinking about it makes my legs feel funny. Trust a Sicilian when death is on the line. Inconceivable. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Dude, I just watched that movie for the first time today. Congratulations. The references will never leave you. What about getting involved in a land war in Asia? Classic blunder. Become the NBA's shortest professional basketball player, crying face. Edit, this blew up, like my hopes and dreams. Also I'm 5'1" for those who asked below. Because someone shorter than you will also make the NBA. Stick things down my D-hole. For the love of God, thank you. I worked in healthcare and have seen way too many things shoved down men's D-holes. Anyone ever explained how or why that happened? Slipped and fell. On a Buzz Lightyear figure? I've got a friend in me. It's times like these I wish I had cash to burn on Reddit awards. Have a man take a fat SH in my mouth. But you're open to a woman taking a fat SH in your mouth? No, he's into men who take skinny SH. Fight side by side with an elf. How about with a friend? I can do that. Treat any retail or service employees like garbage. After working retail I couldn't bring myself to do it. It's funny, I work with a guy and we both spent years in restaurants, and he feels that his former experience as a server entitles him to complain and send stuff back, and ask for calms. I can't go to restaurants with him. Cheat on any of my GFs. I had it happen to me in a bad way in a 4-year relationship and I know the pain, so I vowed to never do that to anyone ever. Wait, how many girlfriends do you have? And do they know about each other? Because if not... Haha, I meant any of my future GFs that I'll have. I'm not currently in a relationship. Wow, get a load of Mr. Confident over here. I'm so lonely. Edit, thanks all for the kind and helpful replies. You're all a bunch of menschs. Have a period. Not even in your sentence apparently. He is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer ducking will. Why is he ducking will? Have biological children. Too many bad genes that I would rather spare someone else from inheriting. Same here. I have cystic fibrosis. The last thing I wanted to do is give birth to children who simply carry the gene, but I couldn't live with myself if my children end up having CF. If I decide to be a parent one day and life is good, I'll adopt them. When another driver is trying to do me a favor that I deem safe, I'll never accept it/do it. If I do it at all again, it has to appear overwhelmingly safe, without giving them a wave and saying thanks. A generally safe example, changing lanes was always a problem back when I was riding in big rigs. We sincerely appreciate the people in the lane we're merging into who see our turn signals on and flash their lights at us. This tells us, we see you, you have plenty of room, and we are not going to be the typical prick who demonstrates that they want to die our end by speeding up. We got you. Go ahead and get over if everything else looks good. If you do that for a trucker and they flash their lights back, that was their way of saying thanks. Same. I always wave. And I get old man disgruntled when they don't wave if I give them a driving favor. Bungee jump. A broken rubber brought me into this world and I'm sure as hell not gonna let one take me out. Wait, wow. It is seriously the best adrenaline rush ever. I ended up doing it twice. Edit, to clarify, bungee jumping, not breaking a rubber. The adrenaline rush from the rubber breaking comes a couple months later when you hear I'm pregnant. Fair, but I'm happier being at home playing video games. My heart already races when I get the big boss in them, wouldn't want that feeling amplified by like a quadrillion thanks. Sleep with Op's mom. I would. Op, is that you? Check his arms for breaks. Kill dogs. Eat dogs. Grill dogs. Hot dogs. Kill someone if this whole coronavirus thing goes to shit. I'ma be the guy that dies first in the movie, the whimpering one in the corner. I feel like I could shoot someone, but there is no way I could bludgeon someone to death some summering like a hammer or a baseball bat. I have a hard enough time even bonking a fish. Become president, according to my 12th grade English teacher. Edit, this comment was dead when I went to sleep, and now it's my most popular comment ever. If my path to presidency follows the same trajectory, I will unexpectedly win the popular vote in 2020 by write-in ballots. Mr. Hacker will still be right though because I'll be about 7 years too young to legally become president. Thanks for your support anyway, Reddit. Same thing happened when I was in year 8, I asked him if he always dreamt of being a PE teacher. Hello 911, I just witnessed manslaughter. Nah man, this is straight up murder. Nothing accidental about it. Smoke a cigarette. My grandpa smoked 3 packs a day starting when he was 12 years old until he was 50. He then quit and only smoked 2 packs a day. He lived for another decade or so before he unsurprisingly died from lung cancer. Seeing what he went through in the last few months was enough to convince me to never touch a cigarette. His lungs were so bad, when the doctors diagnosed him the doctor legitimately said, "Smoke them if you got them. Because you might as well enjoy your last little bit of time." I wish he could have quit for real in time for it to make a difference. Marry for money. A lot of people asking me why not, because I get approached by rich douches who think I can be bought. I'm not marrying for anything other than love, period. This dude must already have money. Which means I must marry them. Stonks. Kill myself. I wouldn't want to take that kind of pleasure away from someone else. Frown. You say that, but remember the person statistically most likely to kill you is you. Sometimes, the smart choice is to get that bastard first. I will never, for any reason, do anything, to anyone, for any reason, ever, no matter what, no matter where, or who I am with, or where I am going, or where I've been, ever, for any reason whatsoever. Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way. Like an improv conversation. An improversation. Thanks, Michael. No problem, Scott. Beat the game. I've gone years since my last reset, years. Screw you, Frown. Sell my soul for someone else. Really went after Megara, didn't you? Musical note, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no, musical note. Let my toilet paper supply dwindle. Let our toilet paper supply dwindle. Comrade. Cutting my head for an immortal vampire that stole his rival's body. Never will I ever get near a staircase with either a stripper with multiple personalities at the bottom or a bisexual vampire at the top. None of that, thanks. Dio. What about turning your head around and pretending to be a woman? But forgetting to swap your hands. Vanilla Ice has left the chat. Go on a cruise. I will never eat an undercooked bat. I will never eat an undercooked bat. I will never eat an undercooked bat. Or sneeze after I've eaten an undercooked bat. Download TikTok. Reddit good. Tik2AI I don't care anymore. That. Meatloaf. It took far too much scrolling to find this answer. But would you do anything for love? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I just want to make enough chicken nuggets that I can get a good boy like this one.